There was a lot of takeaways, from that game. And first and foremost, as I told our guys, I know what I saw, during the week of practice. And I know that we had very good, very productive practices. We invested a lot in that week. And, unfortunately, sometimes, as we saw with the Super Bowl, sometimes some talented players that invest a lot and work hard on a project or a game, things don't go their way, and they don't have the results that they wanted to. And like we've been all year, this group's been pretty resilient as they've learned their lessons, as they grow and mature into experienced college basketball players. I fully expect that we'll bounce back in a strong way like we have all year. The first thing that strikes me about both teams is just very, very talented. And you can look at games they've had this year. Charlotte is a team. I don't know if our fans are familiar with this year's version of Charlotte, but they beat Kansas State, a team that we saw firsthand. They beat Michigan. They beat UTEP at UTEP, not an easy task, and I believe it's UTEP's only loss in league play. What I love about their team is they really have all 5 positions covered. When they run their lineup out there, it looks like a traditional basketball team where they have a very productive center, a very productive power forward, right on down the line, and a great point guard. And so, and guys that can really shoot the basketball. Offensively, they've played extremely well. We'll have to really, again, be resilient, bounce back from that week, and have more guys, which was probably the most encouraging thing from the Southern Miss game. Is, as you mentioned, we had 5 freshmen out there at certain times. I still see our lineup and our rotation expanding. Josh Hurley, he would be a perfect example. He had his best game of the year against Southern Miss. Ryan Smith kind of showed the form that he had in December before he suffered his injury. And so I think our rotation is increasing. I think our commitment on the defensive end is getting stronger all the time. Well, we've had some great intense battles with Marshall, the last few years, and obviously we saw him last year in the tournament. And again, very talented basketball team. Coach Arian does a great job, always mixes his defenses up and gives you a lot of different looks. Be a challenge for our guys to go out there and execute against an athletic team that'll give you different looks, and again, is very talented.